Hi everybody, it's Mark Shelsh here. This is the Mark Art Show coming to you from Galeria de las Islas, and I'm standing in front of some of Joseph Villemar's paintings. Thought to let you see it. I like this one. This one of the Japanese ladies looking out. I like the subtle colors. I like the runs down the window. It looks like it's raining. And you can see these two over here. These are two little abstracts that he's done that are really appealing. And I like the yellow. It brightens, really pops this one. And over here, another Japanese mother and child. Well, this exhibition opens this Saturday at 3 p.m. I invite everybody in Metro Manila to come along and be part of it. It'll be a fun opening, and I'd love to meet you all and shake your hand and say hi. Okay, guys, let's talk about artist packs. I've had lots of comments about them. What do I mean? What am I getting at? Okay, I believe that when someone comes to your show, comes to your opening or comes to your market or comes to wherever you're showing your work, if they don't leave with a painting, they should leave with something that will remind them of you, that will encourage them to get back to you, that says something about who you are and what you are doing. Now, yes, there's a cost involved to this, but I believe it would pay off in the long term, because it's going to build a relationship. Now, relationships are everything. Relationship in art is how we need to sell art. The days of the hard sell, of all that kind of thing are long gone. Today we build a relationship. First we have the stranger. We then talk to the stranger and we befriend this stranger with our pleasing personality, with our manners, with our poise, with all the things that we're learning. And then we begin to turn this stranger into a friend. And when we turn the stranger into a friend, we then, through that friendship, through the stranger liking me and I liking the stranger and the stranger liking my art, they become a buying friend. And that buying friend then become, hopefully, as you continue to build a relationship, a long-time collector of your work. That's what we're aiming at. The idea is to build a relationship so that relationship grows and grows and grows up into a long-term collector. That's the ultimate. That's what we want. That's what every one of us as artists are striving to get. Somebody who is going to stick with us for the long haul. Because, once you've got a customer, it's easier and in a sense cheaper financially to keep that customer than be to trying to develop new ones all the time. Yes, you've got to continue to develop new ones, but the customers you have, we want to keep. That's why we develop a relationship with them. That's why we turn them into friends and be friendly with them. That's the reason, because we want them to become long-term collectors of our work. Now, back to the artist pack. I believe we need an artist pack. And I believe if you're in a group show or wherever you are, you need to take an artist pack with you. Now, warning, big warning bells here. If you're in a group show and you are the only one who has an artist pack and you're giving them out, be prepared for criticism, be prepared for other artists to get upset, especially as they aren't doing it or they haven't got the idea. You've got to get over that. That's just part of life. Deal with it, smile them off and say, well, I came prepared. Okay, so what does an artist pack look like? I have done a very quick one to give you an idea of what's in my head, of what I think it should look like. Then you take my idea and you turn it into your idea. Develop it into you so it looks like you, so it is you, so it's not me, okay? I give you just a rough structure. If you like the scaffolding, you have to build the building. I don't believe in actually giving you the product to do it. You've got to do it, therefore you own it, and it's better if you own it. So my idea, we start with an A4 piece of paper, and on this A4 piece of paper we have our photograph up here. That's a wonderful quick portrait of myself. We have our name here and that we are an artist. We have our mobile phone number here, and that is my mobile phone number. We have our email address here, that is my email address, and we have our Facebook page on here as well. Now, if you do a blog, you can put Blogspot up there or WordPress or whatever you do. If you've got some other things that you've got that you do, you can put them on the front. Now, the front is purely direct information, how to get you instantly. It's not how to get to your studio, it's just how to get to you. This is important. Okay, on the inside, I would see that we would have on this page here, bio data about us. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, we just talk about where we studied, if we didn't study, how we learned to paint, how we learned to draw, what our favorite artists are, what we like doing, things like that. Just a very kind of overall view. If you've been in lots of shows and you've had success in shows, list them out as well. Very important that you put a product there that says who you are. Now, it's not to boast, it's not to brag, it's just to state the facts of who and what you are and what you want to do. What's your reason for being an artist? You know, your reason for being an artist can be many things. My reason for being what I'm being is I want to help people. I want to encourage people. I want to see my art make a difference. I want people to be better because they saw my paintings. Those kind of things. Have a kind of worldview that speaks of actually helping and giving. That's important. I really believe in all we do, we must be helping and giving and trying to change the world as we know it. Not through political action, not through any kind of action, whatever, just one-to-one, being a nice person, being a better person, and hoping to change our world. Okay? Now, on this side, I would have thumbnails of paintings, a list of paintings, and then I would put the story. I would put the title, I would put the medium, I'd put the size, and I would put a story. Always a story, okay, guys? Always a story on the side. And then on the back, I would have two of what I would consider my best paintings or paintings that I've sold, and I would again put the title, the medium, the size, and a story, a nice long story on the bottom. And if it's sold, you can put private collector, and if the collector doesn't mind you putting their name, you can put their name. So do that. Have something on here that says that your work is sold. So if you've sold pieces of art, put them on the back and put private collection or collector in Manila or private collector Manila or collector Mr. De La Cruz in Manila or Mr. Smith in San Antonio, Texas, or wherever, you know. You can put that there, get their permission and put it there. You don't have to put telephone numbers, addresses or email addresses, just so that people know that your work has sold. Okay, they're important. So I encourage you to do that. Now the other thing that we do, which I'll show you here in Galeria, is that we have something that's loose as well that we give out. And this is it. It states who we are. We're in the Islas Center. That's what the building looks like. It has a quick story about it. It shows all the different departments within this corporation of what happens. On the back, it has the address and so forth. Up here, it has a map of how you can find it, and then it has also other addresses and telephone numbers within the corporation. Now, what my staff do is they give this out and they staple their business card on it. This is my business card. Lets you see what I say on my business card. Very simple. I go for simple. I want my telephone number to stand out, my name to stand out, and my email address. Everything else is purely not necessary. I don't even like having my title on there, art consultant. I think it just adds nothing to it, and I would rather have my name, because my attitude is that you already know me. So if you know me, you know what I do. You know that I'm really just a commentator more than anything else. And then what we do is we staple that onto the top there, and then the customer walks out with that. They have a person that they can relate to in the gallery, myself, Rochelle, or whoever, and then they have how to get to the gallery, a map, and they have a list of who we are as a corporation. Now that's what we do. I would encourage you to have a loose thing like this. Now this is what I would do if I was doing it. I would have a photograph of my studio. Or if you didn't want to put a photograph of your studio, put another painting up here with your name in there and so forth. I'd have a little bit of a story about why you're in the place you're in. If you live in Brisbane or you live in London or whatever you're doing, why you're there, what it is, your family reasons, so forth. Again, I'd have all your contact addresses and numbers there. And on the back, I'd have a map. Always give a map of how to get to your studio. Now, if you don't want people turning up at your studio, you can put in big bold letters, important, please note, appointment only. that would work. And then you put your telephone number. These things are what you need to do, my friends. These are simple things, simple business things that you can do very easily, and you can give them out and give them out. Every opportunity you have, every show you're in, everything you do, give them out. That's what I encourage you. Okay, I've gone over time again. I hope that helps. I hope that shows you what I do. And now you can go and change it and put it. If you don't want to put your photograph on the front, do a portrait. You got a portrait of yourself? Put that on the front. Do whatever. Be creative with this. As creative as you can. Okay, my friends, you have a fabulous day. I look for a day when you come and visit me here in Metro Manila. Reach out and touch people. It's a very overcast, wet Friday here, so there's people out there who are hurting. Hugs and smiles are free. Give them away generously. And I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. You have a fabulous day. Ciao.